How Fergie's Epstein mess could hurt Beatrice and Eugenie. Beatrice and Princess Eugenie were just 9 and 8 years old when they first came into contact with Jeffrey Epstein, a man their mother reportedly referred to as Nice Jeffrey. According to flight logs, their earliest traceable encounter dates back to 1998, when Sarah Ferguson traveled with her daughters to Nassau. In the years that followed, Epstein would weave himself into the fringes of the royal circle, even making appearances at high-profile celebrations. In 2006, both he and Ghislaine Maxwell were among the guests at Beatrice's 18th birthday party alongside figures like Harvey Weinstein, an unsettling reminder of how deeply Epstein embedded himself among the elite. We appreciate your support and enthusiasm for our channel. If you'd like to help us grow, please subscribe and share our content with others. Prince Andrew managed to deflect scandal for years, despite Virginia Giuffre's accusations surfacing in 2014, but his disastrous 2019 Newsnight interview marked the beginning of his dramatic fall. Now, the taint of Epstein's legacy has resurfaced with new force, this time ensnaring Sarah Ferguson. Just weeks after publicly vowing never to speak to Epstein again, she was caught sending him fawning emails. The fallout has been brutal, leaving her reputation in tatters. The real question is whether her daughters, who have long sought to forge independent lives, can remain untouched. Beatrice, now 37, lives in the UK with her husband Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, while Eugenie, 35, spends much of her time in Portugal with her husband Jack Brooksbank. Despite their efforts to stay out of the direct line of fire, both sisters remain closely tied to their mother. They appear at her side at charity events and affectionately describe themselves as the tripod. Their bond has been a source of strength during previous scandals, such as Fergie's infamous 2010 sting, when she was filmed offering access to Prince Andrew in exchange for £500,000. At that time, it was Beatrice, just 22 years old, who rallied to her mother's defense. Yet, months later, Ferguson accepted £15,000 from Epstein, showing just how little the family had learned from repeated public humiliations. The sisters have quietly lobbied for a larger role within the monarchy, especially as the senior ranks age. There had been tentative signs of progress. Beatrice appeared at the King and Queen's garden party earlier this year, while Eugenie was chosen by the King's Foundation to mentor its under-35 network. But their prospects may now dim under the cloud of scandal. Even without wrongdoing, proximity can be poison in royal life. This dynamic became even more fraught after court filings linked the Yorks to suspicious financial transactions. In 2019, two payments totaling £25,000 landed in Eugenie's account, money she later said she believed came from a family friend to cover party costs. Just a month later, a staggering £750,000 was deposited into Prince Andrew's personal account. His office claimed the sum was a wedding gift for Beatrice, but that explanation collapsed, and the entire amount was repaid in 2021. Although neither princess is accused of complicity, the associations paint an uncomfortable picture of how entangled their lives have been with their parents' misjudgments. For Beatrice and Eugenie, the problem is brutally simple. In the monarchy, image is everything, and even the hint of impropriety can close doors forever. They are not accused of crimes, yet their parents' decisions have dragged them repeatedly into murky territory. Royal watchers stress that the daughters should not be punished for the sins of their parents, but history shows the institution is quick to protect itself, often at the expense of individuals. As it stands, Beatrice and Eugenie's future as working royals hangs in the balance. They may succeed in reclaiming their independence if no further stains emerge, but the monarchy is rarely forgiving. Even without direct blame, the sisters could find themselves permanently sidelined, not because of who they are, but because of who their parents chose to be. The shadow of Sarah Ferguson's latest disgrace, combined with the lingering specter of Prince Andrew's downfall, threatens to eclipse their ambitions entirely. For now, their reputations rest not on what they have done, but on what could still come to light. The stakes are stark. One more misstep, and their path back into royal life may be sealed off forever. Thanks for watching till the end.